Hey everyone. After my BitTensor mining video hit 8,000 plus views, several of you asked, what about Filecoin? Can I mine file tokens with my gaming PC? Is it easier than BitTensor? So I spent the last week diving deep into Filecoin mining. I looked at hardware, startup costs, return on investment, real world setups, Discord communities, all of it. Welcome back to Deciphering Crypto. I'm Shay, and we make crypto, blockchain, and AI simple for everyone. Today, I'm showing you the real numbers to answer one question. Should a beginner actually mine Filecoin? The answer might surprise you. It definitely surprised me. Let's check it out. First things first. What is Filecoin mining? Think of it like this. You know how Dropbox or Google Drive stores your files? Filecoin does the same thing, but instead of one big company owning all the servers, regular people rent out hard drive space. You provide storage, people upload their files, you earn file tokens. Simple, right? Wrong. Here's where it gets crazy. All right, let's do a hardware reality check. Let me hit you with what's realistic, serious setup looks like. This isn't gaming PC, it's closer to a small data center server. RAM, 128 gigabytes is the bare minimum. Most guys recommend 256 if you want to seal sectors in parallel. Think about your laptop. It probably has 8 or 16 gigabytes. You'd need 10 to 20 times more RAM than a normal computer. CPU, at least a 16-core server-grade CPU with SHA extensions. Many operators go 24 to 32 cores. Think of EPYC or Threadripper class. Your gaming PC with 6 or 8 cores, that's a bicycle. Filecoin wants a race car. GPU, a high-end NVIDIA GPU with 10 to 11 gigabytes or more of video RAM. For example, an RTX 3080 or a 3090 class to handle the heavy proving work. Not just any GPU, a top-tier gaming GPU, and you're not even gaming with it. Storage, you can start with tens of terabytes, but most providers aiming for meaningful rewards think in the 100 to 250 terabyte range. That's 10 to 24 drives in the 10 to 18 terabyte range. We're talking 100 to 400 terabytes of storage. Think less external hard drive on your desk and more mini data warehouse. Now let's talk about money. How much will a Filecoin setup cost? Entry-level setups are going to be around $4,000 to $8,000. An average serious setup is going to be $10,000 to $20,000. An enterprise setup is going to be over $38,000. One example, the Bitmain Filecoin miner sticker price is $38,888. That's more than a brand new car, and we're just getting started. Next, we have hidden costs. The hardware is just the beginning. Think of buying a Filecoin mining rig like buying a restaurant. You don't just buy the building. You need ingredients and equipment, staff, licenses, insurance. Filecoin has the same hidden layers. Before you can mine even one sector, you need collateral. Collateral is like a security deposit. It proves you're serious. You may need to lock up thousands of dollars worth of file tokens. A few hundred terabytes can easily require 2,000 to 3,000 or more file tokens in pledge. At today's price, that's several thousands of dollars, locked for months. If your miner goes offline, the network slashes your collateral. It's like putting a $5,000 deposit on an apartment, and if you mess up, they keep it. At the time I'm recording this, File is around $1.60 to $1.70 each. That number moves, so please check it yourself. Okay, so what about the time investment? Here's what nobody tells you about Filecoin. It's not passive. Every sector you seal can take hours of compute time. When you're new, expect hours watching logs, fixing errors, restarting jobs. It's not set it and forget it. It's babysitting a very expensive, very technical baby. If you have a full-time job, this feels like a part-time job on top of that. All right, so what about electricity and internet? Your mining rig will run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Electricity costs can easily hit $150 to $300 per month. That's like running multiple air conditioners nonstop. Internet, you really want 1 gigabyte fiber, not basic cable, not 100 megabytes a second, a full gigabyte. Why? Because you're constantly shuffling massive amounts of data. Regular internet is a garden hose. Filecoin mining wants a fire hydrant. Most home internet, Not even close. So what's the real monthly cost rate look like? Let's add it up. Hardware around $10,000, that's one time. Collateral around $4,000, and that's locked. Electricity is roughly $200 a month. Internet is $80 to $150 a month. Cooling and miscellaneous around $50 a month. You're at roughly $350 or more per month before you earn a single file token. And this is for a basic entry-level setup. So yeah, it's expensive and complex, but here's the big question. Can you actually make money? Let's look at some real numbers. For something like 100 terabytes, depending on rewards and file price, you might be looking at low hundreds of dollars per month in gross rewards. One historical example was about 120 file tokens per month for 100 terabytes. At today's price, that's roughly about $200, and that's before power, internet, and collateral risk. Do the math. $10,000 divided by $200, that's 50 months to break even, over 4 years. And that's a best case snapshot. If file token price drops, your earnings drop. If your rig goes offline, you get penalties and slashed collateral. If a drive fails, you lose capacity and possibly more. The big dogs with $50,000 or more in hardware might earn $4,000 to $8,000 a month, but they're burning over $1,000 on electricity, and they have teams running this stuff. It's not a hobby, it's a business. All right, let's talk about the harsh reality. At current file prices, small miners are barely profitable. The network is multi-exabyte, several million terabytes of capacity. Your 100 terabyte setup is a drop in the ocean. Block rewards are proportional to your storage share. You own 1/10,000% of the network. You win blocks 1/10,000th of the time. Some miners go months without a single block reward. Now let's take a serious look at the skills you would need. I'm not gatekeeping, I really am not. I know that this might sound pretty negative, but I'm just trying to save you the frustration. You need to be comfortable with Linux command line. You'll run commands like Lotus Miner Sectors Pledge and Lotus Miner Storage Attach, init, store, data sealed. If that looks or sounds like hieroglyphics, you're probably not ready. You need basic network administration skills, ports, firewalls, API endpoints. You need to understand storage layout, NVMe solid-state drives for fast processing, HDDs for long-term storage. You need to debug ceiling failures, read logs, find the issue, fix hardware or software, restart jobs, and you need to manage collateral and gas fees. Let your file balance run low and operations halt. Rack up too many faults and your collateral gets slashed. I've been learning about crypto mining for months. BitTensor challenged me. Filecoin, it humbled me. This is the most technically demanding project I've researched. If Linux scares you, if you've never touched a firewall, if command line gives you anxiety, this is definitely not the project for you. And I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm saying it so that you know what you're getting into. Who should and shouldn't mine Filecoin? All right, is Filecoin mining your path? You should consider mining Filecoin if you have real extra capital, already own or can afford enterprise-grade hardware, you have Linux and networking skills, can dedicate 10 or more hours per week, and have cheap electricity and fast internet. You should probably not mine Filecoin if you have a full-time job and family you want to spend time with, and you don't want a second job. Your budget is under $5,000. You want something truly passive. You're a total mining beginner, or you rent and can't deal with the noise and power demands. Ask yourself honestly, do I have the money, skills, time, and infrastructure for this? If the answer is no to any of these, Filecoin mining isn't for you yet, and that's okay. Final verdict, should you mine Filecoin as a beginner? And my honest opinion is obviously, probably not. The barrier to entry is high, the technical complexity is higher, the return on investment timeline is long, the management is constant. Unless you have serious capital, advanced skills, spare time, and cheap power with great internet, there are simply better entry points into the DePIN mining space. Does that mean Filecoin is bad? No, absolutely not. Filecoin is an incredible technology. Decentralized storage is powerful, but this is infrastructure. It's more commercial real estate than lemonade stand. It can be profitable, but it is not beginner friendly. Right now, I'm leaning into BitTensor, Render, WeatherXM, and Helium to get my DPIN fix for now. Just a lower barrier to entry, existing or lower hardware requirements, faster feedback on whether it's worth it. Not every crypto mining opportunity is for everyone, and that's okay. Now, whether you mine Filecoin, BitTensor, or just want to invest, you need an exchange or a broker you can trust. Caleb & Brown is a full-service digital asset broker. Think personal crypto concierge, no confusing order books, no juggling 10 different exchanges, just real humans helping you buy, sell, and move crypto safely. They support everything from your first $100 in Bitcoin to serious 6- and 7-figure portfolios. I'll drop my referral link in the description. Using it helps support the channel, and it gets you white glove service in the crypto space. All right, so the Filecoin bottom line. Filecoin mining isn't a beginner project, it's an advanced operation. For most people watching, there are better options. BitTensor if you have a good GPU, Helium if you want something closer to passive, Render Network if you're into 3D and GPUs, or simply buying and holding crypto. Sometimes the best mining strategy is not mining at all. So there you have it, the complete truth about Filecoin mining for beginners. Did this answer your questions? Let me know in the comments. If you're still interested in Filecoin after all this, drop a comment. I respect the dedication. And if this saved you from a $10,000 mistake, hit that like button. Please remember that this is strictly educational and not financial advice. Don't forget, Caleb & Brown referral link is in the description below. Give me a subscribe for more honest crypto content. I'm not here to sell you hype. I'm here to give you real information. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.